Here's your General Hospital spoiler sneak peek at some of the events coming up in Port Charles the week of June 16 to 20, 2025. Be sure to tune in to ABC each weekday to see how it all unfolds. Jason continues to challenge Drew. Carly shows her appreciation to Brennan. Lulu offers an apology. Tracy meets with Martin. Gio is concerned about what he overhears. Sasha is alarmed. Curtis makes Michael an offer. Emma gains the advantage. Jocelyn pitches an idea to Vaughn. Lulu is pleasantly surprised. Elizabeth shares an important insight. Willow faces a major decision. Michael and Sasha have an honest conversation. Trina and Kai receive significant news. Curtis distances himself from Portia. Sonny seeks clarity from Sidwell. Lulu and Isaiah meet for drinks. Michael catches up with Jason. Jordan opens up to Anna. Marco is conflicted. Emma and Gio share a memorable encounter. Ava offers support to Nina. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching. Let's dive into today's video. Here is the General Hospital Weekly Recap for episodes that aired June 9th through June 13th, 2025. The judge awarded Michael custody of the kids, leading to a very emotional response from Willow, while Sonny offers Natalia a difficult solution to her problems, and Lulu refuses to end her feud with Brooklyn. This week on General Hospital, after Willow kindly helped deliver Michael and Sasha's baby, Michael asked Willow if she wanted to meet and talk since they seemed to be on good terms. At General Hospital, Drew arranged things as Wiley overheard him telling Rick that Michael didn't want his kids anymore because he now had baby Daisy. Later, Michael found a worried Wiley who shared what he had heard Drew say. Lucky told Liz he was leaving town. Brooklyn worried that Gio might not want to speak with her anymore because of misunderstandings. Lucky told Lulu that he and Aiden planned to travel the world. Rocco tried to bond with his new brother Gio. The violinist wanted to take things slow and just remain friends for now. Michael told Willow what Wiley said, but she refused to believe it and felt he was trying to make Drew look bad. Nina told Willow that she hadn't known Michael and Sasha were close. Willow spoke in court expressing concerns about Michael's parenting. Ava advised Trina to be cautious around the clever congressman, Drew. Christina hired Cody to charm Ava and influence her relationship with Rick. Martin told Laura that past experiences had left him financially strained. Lucky said goodbye to Isaiah and gave him the deed to a cabin. Portia warned Kai to be careful around Drew. During the trial, Willow mentioned visiting Michael in Germany and that he hadn't been available to see her. Michael wrote a note to Diane denying allegations and later told Carly about it. After Diane and Rick questioned Willow, the judge took a break to consider the case. Lucky told Laura he was leaving town. Martin offered his legal help to Tracy. Isaiah told a concerned Portia she could confide in him, but she told him to respect her privacy. Just before Lucky boarded his plane, Liz came by to say a final goodbye. Kai told Trina he overheard Curtis and Portia discussing a plan involving Jacinda and misinformation about Drew. Curtis hired Felicia to find Jacinda. Jordan warned Curtis that if he pursued the plan, he might risk serious consequences, including legal trouble. Michael considered relocating Wiley and Amelia out of the country. Natalia told Sonny about her DUI and that ADA Turner wanted her to find evidence related to Sonny. She shared that she had found some questionable details about the money he invested in deception, and Sonny said he would find a way to resolve it. Christina told Alexis about hiring Cody. Cody visited Ava's art gallery and engaged with her to learn more about art. The judge awarded full custody of the kids to Michael. Willow was deeply affected by this news and became withdrawn. Anna pointed out to Molly that it was unusual for ADA Turner to take over Natalia's DUI case. Natalia told Alexis and Marco that Ada Turner wanted her to provide all information she had regarding Sunny. Drew told Martin he planned to end things with Willow, so Michael would share custody of the kids with her. Anna told Dante she encouraged him to make things work with Chase. Tracy tried to persuade Alexis to collaborate with her against Drew, but Alexis declined. Maxie encouraged Lulu and Brooklyn to put aside their differences for the sake of those they care about, especially to show Gio they can move forward together. Brooklyn was open to this, but Lulu wasn't ready to apologize for her past actions. Sunny offered to support Natalia financially so she could start fresh in another country. Alexis advised Tracy to apologize to Drew and ask him to reconsider pursuing the charges against ketamine. Drew asked Jason to present a proposal to Michael on his behalf. Dante expressed frustration toward Chase for not telling him he had a son, and Anna stepped in to mediate and calm the situation. General Hospital spoilers for Monday, June 16, reveal that Jason Morgan will decline Drew Kane's compromise, while Jocelyn Jacks plans to investigate Professor Henry Hank Dalton's phone. Let's discuss what's coming up in Monday's episode. At the Quartermaine mansion, Martin Gray will offer legal advice to Tracy Quartermaine. Martin will suggest there might be a way for both Tracy and Drew to come to an agreement. Since Tracy was falsely accused, Martin might encourage her to help uncover the real person responsible, so she can clear her name while Drew still achieves justice. Drew is aware that Portia Robinson and Nina Reeves set him up using Jacinda, but he is keeping that information to himself for now. Meanwhile, Jocelyn will speak with Vaughn about potential information on Professor Dalton's phone. If that information is there, Jocelyn will be determined to obtain it. However, she'll have to be careful since Professor Dalton may become suspicious if she is discovered. At the Metro Court pool, Carly Spencer and Jack Brennan will focus on their relationship. After Carly mentions she should have acted sooner, Brennan will ask what she means. Carly has a surprise gift for Brennan and will soon share something meaningful that touches his heart. Could it be a key to her place or another thoughtful gesture? At PCPD, Anna Devane will insist that Harrison Chase and Dante Falconieri resolve their issues before moving forward. The two of you aren't going anywhere until you figure it out, Anna declares in Monday's preview video. Since this takes place near the holding area, Anna may keep Dante and Chase there until they can find a way to cooperate peacefully. Back at GH, Drew's attempt to negotiate a solution involving Willow Tate will not go as planned. Although Drew calls on Jason to bring a proposal to Michael Corinthos, things quickly fall apart. Until Willow understands the situation, there will be no agreement. Jason says in the preview clip, "It seemed Drew might consider stepping away from the situation entirely and leaving Port Charles, but that may not be the final plan he presents." It finally happened. General Hospital's Little Miss Priss experienced a significant turning point after months of tension with others around her. This moment marked a dramatic shift in the storyline, continuing the show's engaging drama for the fourth consecutive week. There's a lot to explore this week, much of it involving Willow Tate, who has been at the center of many twists. What has become of Willow Tate, also known as Callie Miller? We've been wondering that for a few years, but especially this week. How did the kind third-grade teacher, who once had a heartfelt connection with Harrison Chase, come to face such challenges? The first signs appeared the day Willow married Chase, who was seriously ill but later recovered. Her reaction showed the complexity of her emotions as she navigated difficult feelings. Willow's story includes moments of sadness, such as reflecting on the birth and loss of her child. Her health has been another concern, as she didn't share with Michael that she was battling an illness until it had advanced. Thanks to the help of Liesl Obrecht, who provided a vital medical treatment, Willow is still with us today. Sadly, she thanked Drew instead, so here we are. It was difficult enough watching their slow-developing relationship, where Willow seemed a bit confused and Drew came off as overly persistent. However, since Tracy revealed their situation in full view on the big screen TV at the Q Christmas party, Drillo, Aka, the gruesome twosome, have done nothing but frustrate everyone in Port Charles and the viewing audience. When the GH fandom unites behind one common cause, you know there's a problem with what the show may have originally conceived as a love story. For months, we have watched this character wonder why nobody likes her. But when she got on the stand and asked why she had to choose between her kids and Drew, that was it. She couldn't decide between her own children and Drew's influence. After the judge read her verdict, we learned just how disconnected Willow really was. She didn't even seem to understand what the judge was saying, and the reaction that followed. Wow, is this girl overwhelmed? Maybe it's time for her to get some help. Or better yet, explore a new chapter in her story with a different perspective. GH went all out and made Drew Kane a challenging character, so why not explore a new direction for Willow Tate? Nina knows. She knows exactly who Drew Kane is, and it's not great. The judge wasn't even informed about what had happened earlier in the day involving Drew and Wiley, and still believed that the children shouldn't be anywhere near him or their mother. Nina confronted Drew quickly and powerfully, while even Rick was surprised by his behavior. If Rick thinks something is off, then yeah, it's really serious. While we were truly hoping the twist in the custody case would have been Nina and Slash or Rick supporting Michael, we're pretty satisfied with Willow's emotional response. It was everything we've been waiting for and more, but let Nina do something, anything, to expose this tricky politician, or just finally send the convicted individual to DC, where he might fit right in. Blink and you'll miss him, but why did we ever have him back to begin with? He didn't save Lulu with his liver, he complicated Kelly's, and he covered for someone in trouble because, well, we still haven't figured that one out. Oh right, he briefly dated Elizabeth, who GH reunited with Lucky after freeing her from Finn. Meanwhile, Jason is the one who helped her through Finn, shared perfect pool scenes with her right after, and Jason is still around, and single, so we say lucky who. We really thought that when Maxie set up an intervention of sorts to help her two best friends get along, it would work, and it almost did. The problem? Lulu is a handful. She somehow doesn't think invading Brooklyn's privacy and digging where she didn't belong was wrong. Everyone else thinks she was wrong, which should be a clue to Lulu that some self-reflection is in order. But nope, not Lulu. She thinks she can do no wrong and refuses to apologize. What a nice bunch of kids you've got there, Laura. One is unreliable as a parent. One is overly inquisitive, and the other is in trouble for locking a pregnant teenager in a tower. Did we mention he was the one who got the teenager pregnant? That's where Alexis is getting her questionable income from. Laura may have no children to be proud of, but at least Alexis has one left. And her name is not Molly, that's for sure. It's Christina, the one she named for her beloved sister. Maybe she should have saved the name for her younger daughter because she seems more deserving of it. As Alexis said, Christina has learned nothing. She still walks around with a smile, going about life despite recent mistakes. Yet, she thinks all her problems can be solved by Cody getting close to Ava. Cody, the guy your sister is now friendly with, who has barely interacted with Ava over the last few years, and she wants to encourage Rick toward Elizabeth? No, that's why Jason is around. See above. The one thing Nina and Alexis have in common is that they both have challenging daughters whom they keep supporting no matter what. Stop. Did we mention how much we love Ava's hat? We don't quite understand it, but we love it. Was GH trying to show us that Ava likes cowboy attire because a cowboy might be part of her story? We aren't sure. We're also not sure why Ava showed up at the pool for just a few minutes and then left. While we are glad that Gio decided to give poor Rocco some attention, we really want to know where Gio has been living. We know he didn't want to impose on Anna, but where has he been staying? These are the things we must know. Kai and Trina remain pretty uneventful. Nothing has changed since last week, or the week before, or the week before that. Maybe it's time for GH to rethink this pairing, or at least give us more insight into Kai. We know he likes to play football, and that's about it. We're glad the show remembered that Felicia is a patient advocate by day, but also quite perceptive. Now, maybe she will really find Jacinda, so that both members of the gruesome twosome can really unravel. Drew's up next, Scoopers, and it's sure to be interesting. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Sasha Gilmore Corbin will face some challenging news. So is there something concerning baby Daisy Gilmore Corinthos? Sasha will face some worrying moments during the week of June 16 to 20, so let's talk about what's ahead. GH fans know Sasha's daughter with Michael Corinthos arrived a little early and in quite an unexpected way. Sasha never expected to go into labor right there in the courtroom, but that's exactly what happened. Fortunately, the delivery went well with Willow Tate's help, so it wasn't long until Sasha was happily recovering at the hospital with Daisy. Although Daisy appeared happy and healthy, could there be some concern ahead? More baby-related drama might be coming if Daisy experiences some unexpected health questions. In the June 17 episode, Sasha will learn something that causes her some worry. There'll be a situation that clearly leaves Sasha unsettled, so what could it be? Although it's possible Daisy may face a minor health issue, it's equally possible Sasha might be overanxious about something small. That would be understandable considering the heartbreak Sasha endured when she lost her first child, Liam Corbin. Sasha might become very concerned over something that turns out to be manageable and breathe a sigh of relief when she gets reassurance from the doctor. Of course, it's also possible Sasha's concerns won't be about her new baby at all. Instead, this might involve Willow and the difficult emotional moment she experienced after the custody decision. Sasha might even interact with Willow at GH and see for herself that Willow is going through a tough time. That would certainly trouble Sasha, who once considered Willow a friend and still cares about her deeply, especially since Willow helped deliver Sasha's baby under challenging circumstances. Whatever the case, Sasha will receive updates on a troubling situation, so let's hope Daisy turns out to be just fine. General Hospital spoilers hint that Willow Tate may reveal a very different side of herself. Will Willow show some unexpected behavior in the next chapter of her story? Willow was very upset in the courtroom following the custody decision. GH fans saw a side of Willow that suggests she might struggle with these changes. If Willow and Drew Kane break up, Michael Corinthos might be willing to let Willow maintain a relationship with the kids. The trust between them has been shaken, but Michael really wants Willow to be involved in the children's lives if possible. However, it's clear Michael is currently in charge since he was granted sole custody. Willow, who is used to being a full-time mom, may not be satisfied with the visitation arrangements Michael offers. It's also possible Willow will lean on Drew as one of the few constants in her life. Even if Willow tries to distance herself from Drew, that may be difficult given how close they've become. If that's the case, it could make Michael more determined to maintain boundaries with Willow. Plus, there's the matter of how Michael was granted full custody of Wiley Corinthos and Amelia Corinthos. Cameron Matheson posted an Instagram comment suggesting there was some behind-the-scenes influence that affected the decision. If Willow hears about this influence later on, it could deeply upset her. Willow may be very frustrated about losing custody because of these developments. A challenging emotional period might be ahead, though Willow may take a more determined and assertive approach this time around. It's easy to imagine Willow struggling with these feelings and facing an emotional crossroads similar to her twin sister's past challenges. Nell may be gone, but Willow could potentially take on a similar role if that's the direction the GH writers choose. It would be interesting to see how Nina Reeves reacts to such a development, and perhaps even step in to protect her own family. If Willow tries to take the children or create difficulties for Michael, Nina might feel compelled to intervene. General Hospital spoilers reveal that, according to a new sneak peek video, a holding cell awaits Dan Falconeri and Harrison Chase. These partners will find themselves confined together, so let's explore the circumstances leading to their time in lockup. GD's fans know Chase was in a difficult position when Brooklyn Quartermain shared that she had been pregnant by Dante as a teen. Brooklyn gave Dante's baby up for adoption, but kept this information private for over 2 decades. Chase wanted to respect his wife's confidence, as it was a very personal matter for Brooklyn. However, Dante is still hurt and disappointed since Chase did not share this with him. There's supposed to be complete trust between these PCPD partners, but it was strained when Dan learned about Chase's decision to keep the secret. Chase is frustrated as well, feeling that Dante isn't willing to understand his perspective and move forward. Anna Devane is growing tired of their ongoing conflict, so she plans to take decisive action on Monday, June 16. Since Dante and Chase aren't acting like cooperative, professional detectives, Anna will treat them accordingly. The latest sneak peek shows Anna requiring Chase and Dante to surrender their badges and equipment. After warning that this behavior must end, she insists they remain in custody until they can resolve their differences and work together again. As the clip continues, Anna orders Dante and Chase to enter one of the holding cells at the PCPD. While they clearly aren't pleased, they comply and are locked in. If they start arguing again, keep a close watch on them, Anna tells another officer, who will monitor the situation while she attends to other matters. Will Anna's approach help? Will spending time together in this setting encourage Dante and Chase to reconcile? Meanwhile, the Corinthos family custody situation reaches a turning point in the June 13, 2025 episode of General Hospital. Michael is awarded full custody of the children, and Willow is receiving a psychological evaluation. Drew is determined to find a solution. After a difficult meeting with Martin, Drew decides to reach out to someone unexpected, Jason. Being Michael's biggest supporter, Jason was hesitant at first. However, when Drew asked him to convey an offer to their nephew, Jason agreed to help in hopes of bringing peace for Michael, Willow, and the children. At the same time, another partnership is under strain. At the PCPD, Dante and Chase are at odds, not over a case, but because of the secret Chase kept about the baby. Despite Anna's efforts to mediate, Dante expressed his frustration openly, prompting Anna to step in and calm the situation. Do you think Drew and Jason working together will help improve the situation between Michael and Willow? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. General Hospital spoilers for Monday, June 16 reveal a preview clip where Jason and Drew engage in a serious conversation. Sonny Corinthos' trusted aide tells Drew that until Willow understands the situation fully, there won't be any agreement. In the next episode, fans will see Carly Spencer reconnect with Jack Brennan. Carly has been focused on the custody hearing and recently discovered she has a new grandchild. The judge's decision and Michael Corinthos' plans to take the children out of the country will also come into play. Carly and Jack will share some meaningful moments, with Carly reflecting that they should have done this sooner. Meanwhile, Martin suggests an idea for Tracy that could offer a solution where everyone benefits. A preview clip shows Tracy thoughtfully considering Martin's proposal. Could this be a way forward for Michael and Willow concerning the children? Which storyline are you most excited to follow? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. In a dramatic turn of events, the long-standing custody dispute between Michael and Willow has come to a close, and the decision was not in Willow's favor. The judge's ruling granted custody to Michael, sending shockwaves through the courtroom and leaving Willow visibly shaken. As the verdict was read, Willow, overwhelmed by emotion, pleaded with her husband not to leave. However, despite understanding her feelings, Michael made a firm choice to step away, exiting the courtroom and leaving her behind. For some viewers who have followed the challenging journey of the Willow couple, the moment felt like a reflection of accountability, a consequence of Willow's past decisions. But the heartbreak didn't stop there. Struggling with the loss of her children and her relationship, Willow suddenly became overwhelmed and needed immediate medical attention. She was quickly taken to the hospital, her condition affected by the emotional and physical strain. Still, this was not the end of Willow's story. While recovering, Willow became the focus of a concerning development. Nina, recognizing the emotional difficulties surrounding Willow, advised Drew, Willow's partner, to maintain some distance for her own well-being. At first, Drew appeared to take the advice seriously, seeming ready to respect her space if it meant supporting her recovery. But that resolution did not last long. Motivated by strong feelings and frustration toward Michael, Drew struggled to let go. His involvement grew more intense, and he stayed closely connected to Willow. In an attempt to regain her trust, Drew promised a plan to support her efforts to regain custody of her children. However, inconsistencies in his story soon became apparent. Troubling details emerged. Drew had been secretly connected with Nina and had influenced situations to challenge Michael's credibility. He also prevented Willow from meeting Michael during a clinic visit in Germany. Even more concerning, he shared negative opinions about Michael in front of Willow's young son, leaving the boy confused and emotionally unsettled. One by one, these revelations surfaced, and each one caused Willow to distance herself further from Drew. Her disappointment turned into firm resolve as she recognized the full extent of his actions. In a moment of clarity, she decided to end their relationship, telling Drew goodbye and cutting ties to protect herself and her children. Yet Drew was not ready to move on. As tensions build, there is concern that Drew might take drastic measures to maintain his connection to Willow and her children. With emotions running high, the question remains, has Willow truly found peace, or are challenges still ahead? This chapter in Willow's life is marked by difficult truths and emotional struggles. Though Michael's custody win was a legal milestone, the emotional impact on Willow has been significant. Her resilience will be tested as she works to safeguard herself and her children from a situation marked by intense emotions. For viewers invested in her journey, the future remains uncertain and the story far from finished. In the quiet streets of our town, not everyone is who they appear to be. Behind warm smiles and friendly gestures, some residents hold secrets that could affect relationships and the community. This June, the true nature of 5 key figures, Jack Brennan, Drew, Nina, Rick, and Ava, will come to light, revealing truths that promise drama and emotional challenges. As investigations deepen and hidden issues emerge, the town prepares for a month of surprising revelations. Jack Brennan has gained the trust of Carly with his sincere demeanor, presenting himself as a straightforward man. But beneath this surface lies a secret. Jack has involved Carly's daughter, Joss, in a mysterious organization. Unaware of her daughter's involvement, Carly is charmed by Jack's kindness. Meanwhile, Anna and Jason are investigating Professor Dalton, a figure also connected to Joss. It's only a matter of time before they discover Joss's ties to Jack's group. When the truth is revealed, Anna and Jason will not hesitate to inform Carly, breaking her trust and exposing Jack's true nature. Drew enjoys Willow's affection, believing he has her full trust. But his carefully constructed world of misinformation is starting to unravel. This month, Michael will reveal that Drew interfered with Willow's clinic visit in Germany, a move that may affect her trust in him. Tracy, equipped with evidence, will expose how Drew misrepresented situations, further damaging his reputation. In a difficult moment, Drew's son Wei will express negative opinions about Michael in front of him, unaware of the impact of his words. As Willow processes these betrayals, her frustration with Drew is expected to grow. Nina's secrets are beginning to surface. Her past personal interactions with Drew, which she kept from her daughter Willow, are now known to Tracy, Maxie, Sasha, and Cody. It's only a matter of time before someone reveals the truth. While it remains uncertain whether Willow will forgive her mother, her disappointment in Drew is likely to grow as she uncovers their shared history. Nina's silence, intended to protect, may instead create distance between her and her daughter. Rick and Ava have secured a substantial amount by using information about Alexis's daughter, Christina, related to her mistakes, to pressure Alexis. However, their plan won't remain hidden for long. Molly, Rick's daughter, is perceptive and is likely to uncover her father's questionable actions soon. As the situation comes to light, Christina will face tough criticism from her sister Molly for her impulsive decisions. Christina's behavior has caused turmoil, and now she must deal with the outcomes of her actions. As these secrets unfold, the town's residents find themselves navigating a complex web of misunderstandings, broken trust, and strained relationships. Jack's actions toward Joss have put her in a difficult position, while Carly struggles with feelings of betrayal by someone she trusted. Drew's situation has complicated his relationship with Willow, especially with Nina's past coming to light. Meanwhile, Rick and Ava's pursuit of personal gain has created tension, and Christina's decisions have challenged family bonds. The question remains, who will be revealed first, and how will the community adjust to the consequences? This June, our town becomes a stage for honesty and accountability. The unveiling of Jack, Drew, Nina, Rick, and Ava reminds us that secrets, no matter how well kept, often come to light. For residents like Carly, Willow, and Molly, these discoveries will test their resilience and transform their connections. As the community witnesses these developments, the events emphasize the vital role of trust and openness in maintaining unity. Stay tuned, as the unfolding truths promise to have a lasting effect. Port Charles, the fictional coastal town at the heart of General Hospital, has experienced emotional upheaval as a significant custody matter, and a surprising family revelation have left residents confronting challenges and hoping for reconciliation. The custody case for Y and Amelia, involving Michael Corinthos, Willow Tate, and Drew Kane, concluded with a decision that deeply affected relationships and lives. At the same time, a major revelation about Gio Palmieri's true family ties has tested connections among Dante Falconeri, Harrison Chase, and Brooklyn Quartermain, while opening the possibility of a new familial relationship between Gio and Rocco Falconeri. These intertwined stories of loyalty, family, and personal growth have engaged audiences, offering a meaningful look at the impact of honesty and the strength of the human spirit. The custody case for Y and Amelia, children of Michael Corinthos and Willow Tate, was a highly emotional legal process revealing the heartfelt concerns of those involved. Michael, a devoted father, worked diligently to provide a stable and loving environment for his children following a difficult separation from Willow. His commitment to their well-being was clear, as he presented his case with sincerity and care. Willow, equally determined, believed she could provide the love and support her children needed, despite challenges from her past. The courtroom became a place of intense emotion, with heartfelt testimonies that captured the attention of Port Charles. Drew Kane, Willow's partner and emotional support, stood by her throughout the process, vowing to help her secure custody. However, his involvement complicated the situation, increasing tensions between him and Michael and influencing Willow's decisions. When the judge awarded full custody to Michael, citing his stability and dedication, the ruling deeply affected everyone present. For Willow, the loss was devastating. Overwhelmed by emotion, she lost consciousness briefly as the decision settled in. Michael, while relieved by the outcome, was moved by her distress, and Carly Corinthos, his steadfast supporter, quickly came to her aid. The aftermath was challenging. Once she regained composure, Willow expressed her frustration with Drew, feeling let down by his inability to fulfill his commitments. The realization that their relationship, begun during Michael's recovery in Germany, had contributed to this outcome intensified her feelings. In a moment of resolve, Willow acknowledged that her choices had cost her dearly, her children, her family, and her future with Michael. With a steady but firm voice, she ended her relationship with Drew, declining his plans to move to Washington together. Determined to start anew, Willow made the difficult decision to leave Port Charles, seeking to rebuild her life away from the challenges she faced. For Drew, the end of their relationship was a significant disappointment. He had hoped for a future with Willow and her children, but his inability to fully support her in court and the consequences of their affair left him feeling isolated. His relationships with Michael and others in Port Charles suffered, leaving him to face the results of his actions alone. Michael, meanwhile, experienced a bittersweet outcome. While he gained custody of Wee and Amelia, the dream of a united family with Willow had ended. As he prepares to raise his children, the sadness of Willow's departure lingers, softened only by his love for his kids. As the custody situation settled, another surprising revelation emerged in Port Charles. Gio Palmieri, a young man living in the community, was discovered to be the biological son of Dante Falconeri and Brooklyn Quartermain, given up for adoption years ago. This secret, uncovered by Lulu Spencer during the nurses' ball, shook Dante deeply. The detective, known for his loyalty and integrity, was taken aback to learn that his close friend and partner, Harrison Chase, Brooklyn's husband, had known about her past pregnancy but kept it from him to protect her. This discovery strained the close bond Dante and Chase had built over years of teamwork. Dante's trust in Chase was challenged by the realization that his friend had prioritized Brooklyn's privacy over their friendship. The emotional weight was especially difficult as Dante was also coping with the recent passing of Sam McCall, leaving him with little emotional reserve to process this new development. Fans have taken to social media to discuss whether Chase's loyalty to his wife justified his silence, or if Dante's feelings of hurt are understandable. Some see Chase as a man trying to balance difficult loyalties, while others feel his choice to withhold the truth was a breach of trust. Brooklyn, also surprised by the news, has been navigating her own complex feelings. Unaware for years that Gio was her son, she carries the quiet sadness of the decision to place him for adoption, a choice influenced by Lois Cerullo to help her heal from past difficulties. Now, as she embraces her role as Gio's mother, Brooklyn finds herself torn between supporting Chase's decision to keep the secret and reaching out to Dante to co-parent their son. Her emotional crossroads adds another layer to the story, as she works to rebuild trust while managing her own feelings. In the latest compelling storyline of General Hospital, the residents of Port Charles are navigating a whirlwind of emotional challenges and unexpected news. At the center of this drama is Willow Corinthos, whose life has been deeply affected by a challenging custody battle that resulted in losing her children and unsettled her sense of self. As Willow struggles with sadness and overwhelming emotions, her mother, Nina Reeves, stands by her side, offering support. Meanwhile, a surprising development involving Drew Kane threatens to change the lives of those involved. This unfolding story explores themes of loss, trust, and healing, engaging viewers with its heartfelt emotional depth. Willow Corinthos is facing a difficult chapter in her life. After losing custody of her children, Wiley and Amelia, to her ex-husband Michael Corinthos, Willow is overwhelmed by grief and self-doubt. The court decision, which she fought hard to influence, has left her feeling powerless and deeply affected. Being a mother was central to Willow's identity, and the loss of that role has left her feeling lost and uncertain. "I don't even know who I am anymore," she admits as the weight of her feelings grows heavier. The emotional toll is evident in all areas of Willow's life. Her trust in Drew Cain, a man she once believed in, has been shaken. His lack of honesty contributed to her losing her children, and the regret over her misplaced trust weighs on her. Struggling to manage her overwhelming emotions, Willow experiences a physical collapse and is taken to the hospital. This moment becomes a turning point as her friends and family, including Elizabeth Weber, encourage her to seek counseling to support her mental well-being. As Willow's emotional challenges deepen, the possibility of her receiving care at Shady Brook, a mental health facility, becomes a serious consideration. This step highlights the importance of addressing her needs as she works to cope with the difficult changes in her life, and the ongoing adjustments Michael is making as he moves forward with the children and his new partner, Sasha Gilmore. Willow's deep desire to reunite with her family has become increasingly complicated, leading her to make decisions driven by strong emotions like desperation, jealousy, and frustration. Her once clear judgment is now clouded, creating challenges for the woman she once was. Adding to this emotional journey is Nina Reeves, Willow's mother, who is strongly opposed to the idea of Willow receiving treatment at Shady Brook. For Nina, the thought of Willow being away from home is difficult to accept, stirring powerful protective feelings. Having already faced significant hardships in her life, including years apart from Willow, Nina sees this as a risk to their fragile connection. Her refusal to accept this outcome is not only about pride, it's about holding onto the last piece of family she cherishes. Nina's determination shifts her from a background figure to a central influence in the family's story. Her passionate support of Willow brings her into conflict with others, including Michael, highlighting her growing role in the unfolding events. As Nina works to keep her family together, her choices impact the wider community of Port Charles, setting the stage for new challenges and partnerships. Her resolve to support Willow adds a compelling layer to the story, as viewers watch her navigate the delicate balance between care and control. The story takes a surprising turn with the revelation that Drew Cain, once seeking a fresh start, is now facing serious consequences due to his actions. His choices and the breach of trust with Willow have created a crisis that threatens his future. This unexpected development deeply affects Port Charles and everyone connected to him, especially Willow. Her awareness of Drew's actions has shaken her trust and added to her emotional turmoil, leading her to face difficult truths about her decisions. Drew's situation is not just a personal setback, it prompts wider changes. As his actions come to light, relationships and alliances in Port Charles are tested, with Willow at the heart of the unfolding events. Her path now moves from processing her feelings to seeking clarity and reclaiming her sense of self. This new chapter is a turning point for Willow, as she begins to take control of her story, determined to move forward from past challenges. The ongoing drama in General Hospital highlights the complexity of human emotions and the resilience required to overcome difficult times. Willow's journey through grief, confusion, and potential healing emphasizes the impact of loss and the importance of mental health support. As she faces the possibility of treatment at Shady Brook, her story underscores the courage it takes to confront tough moments and pursue recovery. Nina's strong support and Drew's difficult situation add layers of emotional tension and interest, keeping viewers engaged. These events remind us that family, trust, and identity are delicate yet powerful forces in our lives. As Willow and those around her navigate this challenging chapter, the story serves as a meaningful reminder of the strength needed to rebuild and the hope that growth is possible even after hardship. Fans of General Hospital will surely be captivated as this emotional journey continues to develop, revealing the determination of its characters. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.